It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really,
the punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Minneapolis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy. Second down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll throw. It's Penix. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Atlanta. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. He'll take this down to the 23. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. David Onyemata in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
A give, and here comes Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll try to run for it. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Something every defense works on all week long, Mike. Based on the quarterback that you're going to play, they say, okay, what is our rush plan this week? Are we rushing to a spot, or are we rushing a guy that we'd rather keep in the pocket? Whatever the plan is, there's got to be more cohesiveness in these 3rd and long situations.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones. 11 yards as they move the chains.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Again, it's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Minnesota. We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
This is a great example of when a great play call meets great execution. His blockers created a nice run lane, and all he had to do was get there and hit it, and that is a massive gain on the ground.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can't teach speed, and a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 18 yards, what a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll run the toss here with Jones. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
On 4th down, it's Will Reichert time for this Viking field goal. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. Second and 7. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's complete to McLeod. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds onto that ball for 1 count longer. And most likely was going to result in a sack.
That one is caught by Mooney. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to McLeod. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here the ability to be on time and accurate through contact That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He's going to tuck it and go. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And a good short tackle right distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ray McLeod gonna bring it out. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. And they're just gonna run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Josh Metellus there on the tackle. They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Taking off. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They run over center with Robinson. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. London brought in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
He is in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Coop for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. On the handoff, Jones. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff. Jones. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's Jones. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. Moore going in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A pickup of 15 in the air. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now Jones. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Again, it's Jones. And he will score. Aaron Jones.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Into space at the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta. From the gun, here is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. On play action, Penix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Now he takes off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Penix. That one taken in by London. And the Falcons are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line. Now Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he will score again. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Minnesota. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game. And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. McLeod now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. London brought in motion. Another run here for Robinson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Penix. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The relationship between pass coverage and the rush unit, that's what every defensive coordinator is striving for, and this is a great example why, Mike. They clog up all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go with the ball, and allows that defensive front to get home.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They try and run for the first down with Jones. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy, and that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And here's Bijan. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. panics on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Falcons getting their punter out there. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The home team's offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and long. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll run it here with Robinson. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
First and 10 now from the 36. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.